IQL crew. I mentioned that Baba's dementia was worsened by diabetes. That cut close to home for me. One of the two things that I fell in love with the most when I met Hubby was his brilliant mind. So when he was diagnosed with prediabetes, even though he was quite lean, I thought, if he can be pre-diabetic, what about me? Through the ADA's website, I learned that my height to weight ratio put me at risk. And the same behaviors that raise diabetes risk also raise the risk for heart disease, stroke, some cancers, and dementia. Now, my doctor had nudged me to make changes for years, but the truth is, I never quite knew how to fit doctor's orders into my messy, blessed, busy life. Maybe you felt that too. When I dug into the CDC's research, here's what else I learned. More than 1 in 3 Americans, adults, has prediabetes. Prediabetes means that blood sugar is higher than normal, but not yet high enough for type 2 diabetes. And 9 out of 10 people with prediabetes don't know they have it. In the QL crew, almost all of us were at risk, pre-diabetic, or already living with diabetes when we started. Our one exception was our 80-year-old crew member who had other health challenges that were motivating them. Risks don't show up the same way for everybody. For Hubby, it was family history and high glucose levels. For me, it was carrying extra weight. Now, the ADA says that overweight starts at a BMI, a body mass index of 25. And when I began with the QL crew, mine was 32. But let me pause here because BMI is just one number. It's not a full or fair picture of health. It doesn't capture fitness, muscle, or the unique ways that different bodies across cultures and family backgrounds carry health. It's a starting point, not the finish line. Let's think about it this way. An NFL running back could have the same height to weight ratio that I do, but clearly they would be in a different kind of shape. The point here is that we each start where we are. And we have to remember that prediabetes risk isn't just about blood sugar. Yes, it raises the risk of diabetes, but also heart disease, stroke, and even some cancers. And research from the Alzheimer's Association, the National Institutes of Health, and the Mayo Clinic suggests that there are connections between diabetes, obesity, and dementia. The studies are still unfolding, but for me, it's not abstract, it's personal. I want Hubby's brilliant mind to stay brilliant. Losing 5 to 7% of body weight and being active 150 minutes or more a week is no small feat, but it can have a big impact on the quality of our longevity. The CDC study showed that it can cut the risk of type 2 diabetes in half. In the QL crew, we have learned that it doesn't matter where you start, and there's no quick fix that lasts. What matters is learning how to make changes that fit real life with all of its ups and downs, and knowing that change takes time, effort, and community. Honestly, though, facts and figures alone don't move us. We might nod along because we already know this stuff, or we might hear these numbers and pledge to do better, or we might just tune out because we haven't found a way to make it fit for us. Facts matter, but what we need is a personal connection that is individual, real, and deeply motivating to keep us going. That's exactly what we'll explore. But first, we need to set solid goals. In the next lesson, we'll start setting those goals, and then we'll anchor them to our personal connection in the next unit.